you come out with 500 yards of total offense, you go, you're doing something right. We got to get rid of the mistakes so you score points. 500 yards and 20 points that's not where you want to be, right? So, and time of possession was like really skewed. All those things you gotta score points, which is the name of the game. But if the run game, if they've got good guys in there and you're struggling there, I mean, we know we can throw it. So that's a plus.
Andy Reid's press conference is brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Stop by any Casey location for Travis Kelce's 87 and Running Concrete and help raise money for this worthy cause. 87 and Running and Andy's Frozen Custard, the perfect option play for Casey fans everywhere.
As far as the injuries go, McCole Hardman has some abdominal soreness, and so he's being evaluated, and this has been going on for a day now, so a couple days actually. So we're just going to see how how he is. They don't have a absolute on it right now, so they're still doing some tests on him. Other than that, everybody will practice today. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Jags. We know they're a very well-coached football team, and they're coming off a nice win against the Raiders. So Doug Peterson, we're all familiar with, and he's a good friend. I think he's doing a heck of a job down there. The players have bought into what he's teaching, and Mike Caldwell, the defensive coordinator, was one of my ex-players and coaches, and he's got a system, great system there. Bob Sutton's working with him, and you can see his influence too in there. And Mike McCoy is a quarterback coach, and Mike and I go way back. He's a University of Utah guy, and I'm a BYU guy, and he's wearing blue, and I'm wearing red. I mean, there's something wrong there. So, but anyways, they're well coached, and they've got they've got good players. And these guys play very hard. So our guys have got to have a good week of practice. It's important that we focus in on the things we need to get better at, and there are plenty of those things that we can work on, and so that's what we're going to do. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
For your offensive guys, maybe particularly the offensive line, after you had so many plays and dropbacks on Sunday night, do you do anything differently as far as the recovery and trying to get those guys some rest and ready for this week?
Yeah, so we're using our mid-season practices. So today's a lighter day, so they get to recover a little bit, and that'll help them. But we just started that, so it just happened to fall on a game where you had 100 snaps.
Andy, what did you see from Trent McDuffie in his first game back?
I thought he made some nice plays. He was in good position. His ability to go up through the receiver but not interfere with him, I thought was big, and get hands on ball, I thought that was big. So, and he tackled, so he was in position to tackle, and I thought he did a nice job there.
Last week you had an opportunity to watch Lucas Niang and his return to practice. Where is he at in the recovery at this point?
He's working very hard and making progress. He's not there yet, but he's working at it.
And he's been in a couple games now where Isaiah's been the RB1. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, he's doing a good job there. He's learning on the move, but he's had some good snaps. It's worked out well where the Clyde's getting reps and he's getting reps, and I think that's healthy. We're being able to throw fastballs at the guys, and then one is getting in there and doing his thing, more on third down, but he got some first and second down calls also. But we'll just keep bringing him along, and I like the progress he's making.
Is he where you want him to be right now?
Yeah, I mean, yes, he's there. He didn't have a ton of opportunities this last game, but he had a couple nice carries. Yeah.
Andy, how would you obviously last game you played a really good defensive front with the Titans, so not just specific to that game, but overall, how would you just assess the running game and where it is right now?
Yeah, so we can do better. I mean, I can do better, and when you make the call, and what you're calling at that time. So, and then there's we played against a pretty good defensive line, so it's been a hit and a miss. So we've won some and they've won some, and you know, and then obviously, I mean, you come out with 500 yards of total offense, you go, you know, you're doing something right. We got to get rid of the mistakes, so you score points. You 500 yards and 20 points that's not where you want to be, right? So, and time of possession was like really skewed. You know, all those things you gotta score points, which is the name of the game. But if the run game, if they've got good guys in there and you're struggling there, I mean, we know we can throw it. So that's a plus.
With the quarterback as talented as Patrick, have you found ways as he's developed to coach him to actually be better when he is outside the pocket, when he is scrambling? Are there things that you sort of noticed that you guys from a coaching staff have given him and that he's actually applied on the field?
Yeah, no, I mean, we know he's good outside the pocket. He's been that way before we got him here, so he was at college. But we've given him things that we can call to get him outside the pocket. And then naturally he's going to do that within the pass game, so somewhere, and extend the play. But we do have things in the offense that we've put in, trying to utilize that talent that he has.
On the Jags, you mentioned on the Zoom on Monday and a little bit today, it looks like they bought into what Doug's doing. What sort of things do you see on tape when you look at them that shows you that they kind of have that belief? And what's kind of the danger factor with this team that they finally won one of those close games last week and maybe a little momentum?
Yeah, sure. No, they're our guys can see it on tape. Even the games that they've lost just by a few points. So, you know, a score, in other words. So they, you see their excitement. Even in games that they've lost, when they make a play, they're excited. You saw Sunday with the Tennessee bunch supporting each other. I mean, there's normally a belief in that that comes with that. So, you know, that's how Doug's crew is. You can tell they like what they're getting scheme wise, and they're playing fast. There's nobody hanging their head, no poor body language. They're excited when a good play happens.
Andy, counting sacks and scrambles and penalties that were called back, where the play was called back. Pat probably dropped back probably more than 80 times the other night. Pretty big burden. But I'm guessing you're really happy with how he handled that. Do you think he could have done that maybe earlier in his career, or is this kind of a veteran Pat handling it that way, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, I thought he stayed strong through it. I would tell you, he did that kind of stuff in college. Yeah. So I've seen him do it. He probably would. The thing he knows the offense better now. I mean, that would be the difference. So he knows where to go with the ball when he gets into trouble there.
Coach, you may be aware that you are top 5 in a poll of the most handsome coaches in the NFL.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Did they underrate you?
I was wondering why I wasn't first. Gotta get more redheads out there, Doug, on to vote.
Brian Dable beat you at number 2.
Well, that says it all, right?